Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at sine rule, and this specific video is looking at how to find the missing side using the sine rule. Now let's jump straight into it and look at what the rule is. It's A over sine A equals B over sine B, and that in turn equals C over sine C. Now, this is what we use for the missing side, but we will in fact flip it and invert it for the missing angle. But I'll go into more depth in that in another video that I'll be posting. So, for the sine rule, what we need to know is that we can actually use it for any triangle. However, that triangle has to meet a specification. And that specification is that we should receive two angles and a side. So those two angles and a side should already have a value assigned to them, and we shouldn't have to figure those out. Now, I have an example of a question right here. Let's have a look at it. We can see we've got a non-right angled triangle, and we've got 80 degrees for this one, and 50 degrees for this angle, and then we're given 16 centimeters for this side. And that meets our specifications. 1, 2, 2 angles, 1, 1 side. And we can tell that because this isn't a right angled triangle, it's actually much different to the trigonometry that I've shown in previous videos. SOHCAHTOA, sine, cosine, and tangent. So, let's jump straight into it and look at this question. Now, what we need to do is figure out which one's opposite. We know that 50 is opposite A, and that must mean that when we label the triangle, this one is big A. Now you can see I've already done this for this side as well. We've got 80 degrees here, and this is small b, and opposite that must be, that's right, big B. As you can see, I've already done that, but just to show you exactly how to get that, I've shown you again. So whatever is opposite the small letter will be the big letter. And the big letter always is an angle. Now, one thing we need to know about the sine rule is that we only ever tend to use these first two parts. So that's A over sine A equals B over sine B. And we don't tend to use this bit here. Now, let's write that out once more. A over sine A equals B over sine B. Now, let's substitute the values in. A is what we're looking for, so we're going to leave A as A. Now, it's going to be sine, and it's going to be big A. Now, we can see here, we have big A here, and that's 50 degrees. So we put sine 50. That equals small b, and small b is 16 centimeters. So we get 16 over sine big B. And that, we can see, is 80 degrees. So it's sine 80. Now what we can do is rearrange this. So what we'll do is multiply by sine 50. Now, that's A equals 16 over sine 80 multiplied by sine 50. So, what we can do is do this on our calculators, and we'll get what A equals. So, let's plug that into our calculator. We've got 16 over sine 80 multiplied by sine 50. As you can see, that gives us 12.4457961. Now we're going to give our answer to three significant figures. So, therefore, our answer will be 12.4 centimeters. You can see I have another example here. We're given two angles, 122 degrees and 17 degrees, as well as one side, 3 centimeters. So therefore, this triangle meets our sine rule missing side specifications. And we know we're looking for B, which is opposite 122. Now let's label the triangle. So we have small b here. Now whatever opposite small b is big B. So therefore 122 degrees is big B. We can label this side A, and whatever is opposite A is big A. Therefore big A is 17 degrees. Well done. Now we've labelled the triangle. Now let's write out the rule once again, so we just know what we're working with. A over sine A equals B over sine B. Now, we know what A is, which is 3 centimetres, and that's over big A, which in this case is 17, and that equals B, and we don't know what B is, so we leave it as B, over sine big B, and we know that big B is 122. Now, in order to get rid of this sine 122 to get a B on its own, we must multiply by sine 122. So therefore we get 3 over sine 17 multiplied by sine 122 equals B. We can plug this into our calculator to figure out the final value. Fraction 3 over sine 17, close the bracket, times sine 122. Now, we're going to leave our answer, like last time, to 3 significant figures. So we get 8.70 centimetres as our final answer. So, to clarify, B equals 8.70 centimetres to 3 significant figures. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it interesting and useful. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe and comment, and also have a look at my other videos on HKN Studypedia. Thanks for watching and have a great day.